Okay. This. I'm not a financial advisor, but we got some stuff. Even Livy have to perk her lips on this one. I made some moves. I'm gonna share my screen in a minute, but this is some good stuff. Market is look like it's trying to bounce back. I still lost about $28,000 so far this year, but it's on an uptick. And even though everything look like it's going, see, you can't predict this market. So I'm going to share my screen. Well, first I'm going to look at Amazon. We looked at it before, but we're going to look at it again because Amazon is about 50 some percent below what it should be. So I went back in, I bought my 100, but let's look at it. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna get my little tool that helps me analyze what's going on. So look at Amazon, and this is Amazon. Amazon engages in retail sales and consumer products and subscriptions. They're international. Amazon. We were talking about that today on the job, and I know we only got about 15 minutes, 10 minutes, but it's 57% below market value. And its earnings are forecast to grow 45% per year because they did that the stock split. You gotta wait for Google thing. But I moved all my money back into a margin account, not all of it, but most of it. And you can see Amazon was up here 186 just back in July. No, they was higher than whatever. I think it was at one point it was about 1,000, 3,000, whatever. And this is 2020. They took a plunge, and now they're trying to come back up. What? Amazon appointed Doug somebody CEO of consumer division, replacing Dave Stock. This was recent. On the 22nd, Amazon more protective than most think. Then they say a class action suit in June 15. There's some other stuff that went on. E-Bank's firm to buy back some healthcare. All these things happen with Amazon. A class action suit because they did a reverse split. All these guys do is a reverse split. For the year, Amazon was down like 34%. But its last 7 days, they're up about 8%. They got about 1.6 million employees, and they were founded in 1994. Okay? These are just some of the things, and these are key factors. Price to earnings, Apple. You got Amazon, 53 point. Next, Microsoft, people in the same class as Amazon. Okay? Apple and Google. They said price to earnings ratio versus peers. Okay? Then you got price to earnings ratio, industry, and then you go blah, 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 blah. They supposed to be like 264, like Microsoft, because Microsoft is their peers. They were like 112 yesterday, so we don't see what happened today. I got the big boys now. I'll put it in my margin account because every time when you struggle, you got to go back to the big boys, and the little boys are just taking money, and you just want to try to covet some of your earnings. And look, past performance, quality. They said earning trends. Yeah, they pretty good at earning quality earnings and all this other good stuff. Financial health is not so, it's doing what it's supposed to do. We have debt level. Amazon net debt equity is considered satisfactory. Reducing debt. Amazon debt is high. Debt coverage, you got enough to cover the debt, and so on and so forth. Dividend, not that good. Cash management experience, you think Bezos is the CEO? No, it's Andy. This guy, he makes $212 million a year. I guarantee you, most of those are stock options. Okay, he's the CEO, and you can see Bezos' name is not even in this this guy right here, he got some stuff. Board members are these guys. They experienced board members. Nobody's buying and selling, no big institutions are doing anything lately in the last few months, you know. So I'll make sure that I cut that off just in case they go to read. Okay. Because I only got a few minutes. Institutions, you can see who's on this. Institutions are on this thing. General public got about 29%. Then the rest of the public state, you know, hey, they haven't diluted the stocks in the past year. Look at Bezos, Jeff Bezos. He owns 9% of this. He owns 997 million shares. The current value of shares is about 112. You know, so this guy, this thing, you know, you can times that times one. You know, he owns $112 billion. That's the current share value. Okay, this is millions. This is how much it's worth, current value. Okay, you got Vanguard and BlackRock right behind them. They own 76 billion. This is your TSP, T. Rowe Price, all the big. Look at all the big boys. So you can see these guys. These are billions. You know, share value. Okay. So if you see some of your banks in here, I just wanted to show you this, and it goes to show you got 1.6, like say, million employees, and this, you know, they're growing. Okay, and that's in Seattle, Washington. Okay, so let's do a new share. Let's go back and see what's going on. We've got about eight minutes before we have to shake this thing loose. Okay, I will reshare. Okay, this is what we're doing right now. I went back in, I took EXRS and I put it over in my margin account. I sold out because they were going down and they were losing money. I made a little money last year on them, but I want to see, look at this right here. Amazon is 115. Remember yesterday they were 112, today they're 115. So look, you know, I got 100 of them. Remember I went back and I made sure at 104. And they might have gave me a dividend here because I had 104 period. So I'm making money, $1,000. Okay, I can sell it right now and make $1,000. I only had this for a week. You guys can tell. I had this I had this for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. I made $1,000, and people talking about bank account give you that 1% interest. And this is Apple. Apple only got 50, but I made a little money on Apple last year. Famine, you know, they just got, you know, they got a year now. They can fool around, but they're not doing anything right now. But I bought them at 106. I bought 500 of them. Let's see what happens with them. They do good in earnings time. Microsoft, I got 10, and I was gonna go get some more, but I'm gonna let Microsoft alone. I'm gonna see if they drop next week. It may a little bit. I got 10 of them. Because they lost me money last year, so I'm hesitant. Then you got NVDA. NVDA I bought 50. I bought at 162, and now it's up to it's up to 169. So they're doing something. They up 300 something%. That's why this thing. Look at that, making money. Okay, Oxy. You remember I bought it? I went down. I sold it because I first started had that at $63 a share, and then they look like they dropped. So I sold them. I came back in. Now I think their bottom was 54. So I bought them 154. Now look at it. They're back up to $57. That's Buffett got it at $58. He bought about 8 billion shares. $8 billion worth of shares of this petroleum company. T share, we got AT&T. I got 70. Remember I had 1,000 and I made money and I sold out and I said, okay, I did 700 because I want to buy some other things. And I bought it at 19, now it's 21. Look at, I want you to see what's going on. Now, look, I bought this before the end of the day. They went all the way down. They were in the red. You can say marked in the red. And now, they go back and forth. Okay? But these guys are the ones that's running this thing up. Okay? And all this turmoil in the world, these stocks. This is my margin account. Okay, I think I started the week with 1,400, 40,000, 40 something, 42 now it's up. Okay. Now let's look at the others. Let's look at my personal account real quick. I got 5 minutes. And you can see it's not doing as well. But you gotta be big. I can sell out of that, but I don't want to do that right now. And I can put that in it. My big story on this end is this one right here, BBIV. I want to do something on that too. That's infectious diseases. The FDA had one of their gastric, but they in the COVID and all this, and they in the monkeypox and all of that. I couldn't resist when they dropped down to 80 something. They dropped down to 60 something. I said I had 60 something. I only had 1,000. But then they went up to 81, and they were going up. So I said I'm deciding to put 1,000 into these guys. I think and I said okay, because they don't. Like I said, we're gonna review that next week. But this is the winner. This one right here is trying to do something. I bought this at 77 cents. These are good, solid companies, and they are down right now. That's why I want to put some money into them. I want to put some money into them because he's saying this can be a Minerva. They can sell. They got a COVID drug in the phase 1B. And this one right here, they got the gummy. They ain't like the rest of these guys that be shooting all over the place. They gonna make sure this thing is like they come out, it's gonna be 100% effective. But when they deal with COVID and some other diseases. But that's why I'm keeping this one around. I bought it 282. Now it's up to 375. But these guys got a little fruit. They got a lot of money attached to them. So they don't reverse splits. They gonna fight their way up the chain. Okay? They gonna fight it because they know that they have a good product, and when they hit, they gonna hit big. They just like the SAVA. They gonna hit big. The FDA, like I say, FDA is always approving these guys. When they come out with something, you ain't gonna have no side effects, and they gonna store it like a bare ass. Okay? Workhorse is still being workhorse. But look, I bought workhorse 269, 90 up to 311. So I'm not worried about workhorse can go up to $15 a share. So I bought 300 of them this time. Okay. WWI, this is when I made some money on. It went up to 15 at one time last I think a year ago. And so I bought at 110, and now they're up to 118. So I go back and review because I look at these things. I just bought 100, but they down 69 cents. They're not doing anything now, but I'm gonna go back if they drop some more. I think the bottom was about 68 or 62, something like that. And when they go back up, they're gonna go back up fast. This is a platform for cryptocurrency, and they do a lot. They in the research of printers. So I got this thing. They got a printer that's out of it's almost in space. That's how powerful. But they in the research stage. So I'm holding on to these. And this one, like I say, this one right here, you better keep your eye on BBIV. You need to read up on it, and you need to. So I got about a minute left. I keep getting signals. You got a minute left, so I want to make sure we look at. This is with my cash account. This is my business account. I took all. I put it in my margin account. You can see this one is starting to do something. But I'm gonna wait on this one. I'm not gonna brag on this one yet. This is EBFM, and this one they already reverse split. So I waited. Then they went back below $1 again. So hopefully they don't do another reverse split. This is a good product, and this is one some lady named Wood. She bought about $5,000 worth of shares recently, and we can do something on this one too. GovOx, I still can't count them out. I remember I used to have a million of these things when these were a penny of a penny, folks. But they did some reverse splits to get out of their funk. But now and they went all the way up to $7, $8. Now they down to 131. But they ended the COVID fight too. This is a good company. This is a research institute like Atlanta University or something like that. So now we got a few minutes. I got out of all this stuff. I got out of BHAT. BHAT was going down. I'm gonna look at that again next time. But it's 4 o'clock, and we gonna look at all three, and then we're gonna stop. Okay, let's look at all three of them. Let's see what we done today. If you look at Apple, look at Amazon. You know, Amazon's up to 116.75, and it's still, it look like it's dropping a little bit after hours. That's what they normally do. But Amazon is gonna go. Amazon gonna get back up to 186. When they get up to 186, remember I got 100 of them, and I bought it at 104. Okay, I bought it at 101, but then I sold some of the stuff to. I kept buying. I bought 50 at 101, and then I bought the rest at 105 or 106 or something like that. But you average now, that cost basis is 104. Now you can see this is what I made today. You can see I'm starting to go back up again, and you can see my deficit is starting to lose. It's gripping because I was up to 31,000 deficit. Now you can see it's making a little money back down here. And we're going to see, I'm going to hold on to this. I'm probably going to put some more cash in this thing. I can get this one right here. I should get rid of, but I want to keep this one around at least to next week because I think this one got some serious potential. You know, serious potential. You know, but we'll see. Yeah, you know, you don't want to see if it can get some more momentum because look at all these. Look at now. You know, they got 6 million, but they've been trying to go back and forth. Look at this one. You know, Oxy got about 38 million. See, these folks got a lot of volume. That's the ones you got to really look at. What are they doing? This one got 24, so something is going on. 31 cents. I got 500 of these things. Okay. But the big boys, like it always, AT&T 19, now they up to $21 a share. They'll go back and forth. I started to look at this one, and then let me get out of here. I gotta get out of this place because you guys don't want to hear me. This one right here is down to 14. Now I'm gonna buy this after hours and see if it goes down because I think it's getting ready to do something. This one was $24. So I'm gonna buy 100. I'm gonna put that next because AT&T bought these guys out. This was Warner Brothers Discovery. So now they're down to 14. You remember I bought them at 24 and lost a little money. Then I got out of them. I kept going back and forth with them. Now they're down to 14. I think they're ready. They're getting ready to prime time. You know, all these others, I'm just gonna let do what they do. But next week we'll talk about this next week. But this week has been a productive week. And end of June is going out with a bull, not a bear. It looks as though it's going out with a bull, not a bear. And we don't see what happens. We don't see what happens this week. I'm gonna stop sharing. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing. God bless you. God keep you. God causes your face to shine. See, Libby, yeah, say you sticking with me. That's what I like about my grand. My grand is sticking with me. She's saying that it was a downturn, but now it's getting, stop smirking. Now she's sharing a little profit, and she wearing her little mink. She said, I got my little mink grand. I'm ready for another one. I said, okay, we're gonna get you that mink. And we gonna keep doing this. We're gonna keep doing it, and then we're gonna see what happens by the end of this year. I wanted you to see the whole year of how how you play this. I'm teaching others how to play this game, and we will come back and talk to you later. God bless you.